Hello friends, how you doing today? Well, today I want to discuss 7 things that you can easily do to save money on your gas. All right, let's get started. All right, friends, well, this first one is a little bit of an obvious one. When you're driving, are you driving faster than you should be? Drive the speed limit. If you are driving the speed limit, you're going to be using less gas and less energy getting to where you need to go. And if you're using less gas and less energy, then you're saving money. I've got a list here. All right, and another thing you could do is when you are driving, avoid stoplights. Now, this isn't always possible. You got to go from one place to another. Stoplights are in the way. But what you can do is experiment with the times of day of when you leave. For example, when you go to work or when you're coming home from work. If you leave 10 minutes earlier or 10 minutes later, do you avoid all the traffic? Because most people wake up at the same time and they hit the road at the same time to get to their place of work. So you could do a lot of saving time at stoplights and stopping and going, because when you're accelerating, you are using a lot of energy to go from 0 to whatever speed it is you need to go. So avoid traffic lights if you can, and if you can't, then try to time your travels around low traffic areas, or low traffic areas and low traffic times is what I meant to say. All right, what about this? What if you buy lower grade gasoline? So you don't always need to have premium gasoline. So I have a car, it's an oldie, but supposedly we're supposed to put in the mid-grade gasoline. Well, I've driven with mid-grade gasoline and I've driven with the low-grade gasoline, and the only difference that I noticed was in my pocketbook. So you may not need the most expensive gasoline, and you can save quite a bit of money, especially when gas prices are inflated as they are now. Now, one word of caution though, with the E85, the ethanol fuel, it will be a lower cost, but if you do the energy calculations and the gas mileage calculations with how much gas mileage you're getting for that money, then you're going to find out that ethanol gasoline is not a better deal, okay? And also, if your car isn't designed for ethanol gasoline, you are just asking for a host of troubles down the road. No pun intended. Another thing you can do is plan your trips. All right, I already talked about planning your trips around traffic, but when you have errands to run, do all of your errands at the same time. Map it out. Make it a order of which way you're going to go and which spots you're going to hit. And when you're doing that, you can also buy in bulk when you are going to those trips. So, like, you're planning your trips. If you can buy what you need at the grocery store once a week instead of twice a week, then you're already spending half as much gas on those trips to the grocery store. What if you only went once a month? I know during the pandemic, my family was set with going out to the grocery store because we had a nice pantry and we avoided going out. Well, one big advantage of that was we spent less money on gas. That wasn't our concern at the time, but it was true. Another thing, keep your car maintained. There are a lot of things that you can do to make sure your car is running at tip-top performance. If you got flat tires, you're just providing like more friction between the tires and the road, and so it's going to take more energy to get to going where you need to be. Do you have some old, like, dirty spark plugs? Well, your gas mileage isn't going to be optimum because of the inefficient burning. What about your air filters? Are your air filters clogged, and so not even enough oxygen is getting into your engine to burn the gasoline properly? Some things to think about. So keep your car tuned up to where it needs to be. Now, I don't know many people who don't do this, but do you have one of those gas apps where you can see the price of all of the gasoline stores around, gas stations around your area? Well, I like to use Gas Buddy because I think it was the first one on the scene, and so I've just had it since it came out. But you can see who has the lowest gas prices. You'd be surprised just because you're at a busy intersection, the gas might be inflated by 10, 15 cents. And so get you an app where they monitor gas prices. They also offer some deals where they'll give you like 25% off for using stations that they recommend or in their network. And another thing is decrease the load of your car, okay? When you're decreasing the load on your car, then you have less mass that you're pulling around. Now, if you got like a car and you use it just to haul around the kids and maybe some groceries, it's not going to be that big of a deal. But I have seen trucks on the road, and I'll see them during my commute all the time, and they always have junk in the bed of their pickup truck. Are you hauling around stuff in the back of your pickup truck that's unnecessary and maybe you just haven't been motivated to get it out? Well, that could be causing you to spend more money on gas. So I gave you 7 gas saving tips. Do you have any tips of your own? If you do, I'd like to see some of those in the comments. That'd be awesome. Well, if you like this kind of content, like, comment, subscribe, and go out there and be the best you can be. All right, bye-bye.